Are you someone who wants your videos to sound professional without a studio or without the high cost of expensive professional equipment? Great, then you want to stay here. I'm Wayne Scher, and this is Video Tips 2. Remember, in the previous video lesson, I showed you how to sync up your video, and I promised that the next time around, I'd show you exactly how you get a pretty darn professional sound without all the expense, so that doing the sync, if you don't already do this, if you don't know how to make these tracks, it would be easy. The problem is, and starts with your own camera, right? The problem that many experience is the sound you capture with your current video equipment, whatever it may be, sounds distant or hollow or like you're in a can, particularly if you're using any sort of handheld camera of any kind, even of any quality. Even expensive cameras, those expensive digital cameras, with the built-in mics, they sound terrible. The audio sounds terrible. They all have that distant, hollow, you're talking in a can sound to them. You can always tell when a person used the built-in mic, right? Is that right? So when you do this, the problem is not only does your video sound unprofessional, but even the best presentation or the most clever videos you could possibly make sounds cheap. You actually lose sales by sounding bad, and you also lose credibility. And think about it, right? If you're putting yourself up there trying to make sales using video marketing, and it sounds like garbage, who are they going to believe first? If I would put the same two videos side by side, one where they sound like they're in a can, and the other they sound like you're listening to right now, then which are you more likely to listen to? I started making videos using just the camera mic, and it does work, yes, and you can start to your goals by doing so. But if you're like me, you probably quickly became frustrated with it. Number one, I don't like anything I do to sound unprofessional, and that sounded unprofessional. And the bottom line is, it works 100 times better when I create a more professional sound. And doing so is very simple. It's not something that takes a lot of time or takes a lot of money or even takes a lot of skill. It's something that you can do right now. You can be ready in doing this. So some of you even have the capability sitting right in front of you, and you don't even realize it. I wanted the solution, and I was surprised when I realized just how simple and inexpensive it really is. Doing this and becoming the sort of professional sounding audio is not some secret trick that you have to have some fancy expensive studio for. Not at all. Not even close. So let me show you exactly what it takes to do that. Now, let me tell you what you can do it with, and I'll tell you exactly what I do it with. All right? If you have a desktop mic that plugs into your USB drive or even into a mic jack in your computer, then that will do it. The desktop mic was the first thing I did to start making my stuff sound better. And it works. Then I also started applying a very free software that is extremely good, and if you haven't heard of it, well, you should have. It's called Audacity. It allows me to do editing and also to eliminate the excess background noise. We'll cover that in a second. Then all I needed was a way to record it. I also needed a way to record quality audio when I was standing in front of a camera. So that couldn't be done with the desktop mic, right? I needed a lapel mic of some kind. So I just bought one of these handheld digital recorders. They cost, you can buy them for as low as $60, and the one I have right now I think costs like 90 or $100 when I bought it. I don't know what it costs right now online. You can check that yourself, but you see it here on the screen. And using this, and then taking the audio and putting it into Audacity and editing it allows me to clean it up. And it's already very clean. All I really have to do is filter it, right? So let me show you how to filter it. That's very simple. On Audacity, there's a function at the top called Effect. So what you want to do is when you start your audio, let it run for at least 5 seconds because you need to get a sample of the background noise. Once you have that sample, you take the little timeline thing and you highlight that section, that blank section with the highlighter. Then you go to the effect and you select where it says noise removal. Once you select noise removal, then it has a little button right there for you to click to do a sample. Once you do a sample, then you want to select the entire audio. Okay, so you can do that in the edit if you want. Select all, or just do Control A like it says. And then once you do that, you go back to Effect and Normalize. And this time you just click the button to make it normalize. Okay, you don't do the sample. Excuse me, not normalize. Noise removal, and click the button to remove the noise from the whole track. And now the track is cleaned up. Okay, the background noise is gone, and then you have a track that sounds like this one. Then you take the track and you sync it up as I showed you in VideoTips 1. If you don't know how to do the syncing with your video, then take a look in VideoTips 1. It shows you exactly how to put the two together. It's very simple, and the result is amazing. After applying these simple techniques the first time for me with inexpensive equipment and the free software, the results I got were amazingly better. But let's not stop there, because even though these results actually gave me a 250% increase in sales and lead performance, I wanted to go one step further. I didn't make very good web pages. So now what I do is I create, you're watching this on the blog or on YouTube, so this is not a sales page, but the second part of the equation was getting marketing pages that actually looked professional as well. So now I had audio that sounded good, and I wanted my pages to look as good as well. So after applying these techniques and putting them together, putting the sound together with the free software and applying marketing pages that actually look professional, my increase from my original poor sounding videos in the haphazard marketing pages not only went from 250% increase, but that went to a 300% increase in how my sales results occurred. So my question to you is, since you finally accepted that video is something you must be doing, there's no question that it is, then are you ready to start improving your results and start sounding professional like I did and like all the people that are in the top sales do, and realizing that they don't have to spend a lot of money to do it? If you're ready to do that, then it's time for you to first check out the cheap equipment. I'll give you links below to help you get to the right place. It takes you onto Amazon. You don't necessarily have to get the one I show you, because there may be others you may decide are more suited for you. Obviously, sound equipment constantly improves. And the second part for the marketing is now I found that the absolute best way for anybody to make the professional pages that convert, that have the templates already there, that you can fully customize for anything, is ClickFunnels. And they have a 2-week free trial. So I would highly suggest you go check that out too, because there's no risk to you. The 2-week free trial is free. They will take your credit card, so I'm always upfront with that. But they also make it easy for you to cancel if you don't want it, okay? If you think it doesn't work. There's nothing easier and nothing that can create complete sales funnels to house your videos any easier than ClickFunnels. Plus, it eliminates numbers of others of tools. Just watch the video on their page so you understand that. But the bottom line is that's how I do it. That's what makes it all work today. A simple microphone, simple free software, and ClickFunnels. So click the button below. It'll take you straight over to the ClickFunnels where you can claim the free trial. Not $1 spent to do that. So you can get the free trial, the free software, and check out the audio equipment, which is very inexpensive. So you could start sounding like a professional and start seeing the 200, 250, 300, 350% improvements over existing results you get right now. If that sounds like something that will help your business, then take action and put it to work in your business today.